What is this, an inquisition?
We just want to know if you got Ma home at a decent hour.
What's decent?
9:30.
All right. What do you say, man? I want to make sure Billy gets home in time for the nightline. Last call?
Ask Joe. He just got off duty.
Sure. Fine by me. Billy, 2 more, please.
Okay.
So is Julie picking you up?
No.
No, she's still on duty. The women are holding down the fort at the hospital tonight.
Listen, don't take it too hard, Frank. It could be worse. She could be seeing someone else.
Hey, is it too late to get something to eat?
She keeps going and going and going.
Is the light bothering you?
Hut, don't you ever sleep?
I don't feel like it.
I saw Frank today. He had pretty much the same expression on his face that you have.
I liked it better when you were quiet.
Just couldn't stay away from us, huh?
Aren't I supposed to be covering for you? I thought your husband was in town.
What husband?
He didn't come. Did something come up with his job?
Doesn't it always? World about to explode. Jagger to the rescue. Cat caught in tree. Jagger to the rescue. Marriage falling apart.
Don't call Jagger.
Julie, I don't know what's happening to us.
Welcome home.
Do I have the right apartment?
Oh, is this dinner? Hmm?
Now.
Let's get rid of this for now.
What did I do to deserve all of this?
You came into my life.
Really? Well, is it going to be like this every night?
Well, I can't read to the future, but let's just pretend that it's always going to be like this.
You got files on all of us over there.
Oh, I know all about your nasty little secrets. I started researching the competition last year. I was very thorough.
Are you through with that chart?
What?
Are you through with that chart?
Oh, yeah. I was just double checking something.
Greg Cooper, I thought we agreed you'd leave that alone.
I can't get the guy out of my mind. Well, scratch that. I can't get the guy's behavior off of my mind.
Preparing for a psychiatric residency, Dr. Harmon?
You know, that night he was holding us all, we all had a lot of opportunity to observe him. The guy was having a complete meltdown.
I wasn't there. I wouldn't know.
I do know what he was like. I watched how he staged the whole thing. And as twisted as he was, the guy is very thorough.
So?
I mean, he had everything perfectly timed, perfectly planned.
You sound like you admire him.
No. I'm just beginning to understand him. And what I'm wondering is how a homicidal perfectionist just happens to end up at the hospital under the care of the people he wanted to kill.
Unless he planned it, you mean?
That's right. Greg Cooper being here was no accident.
So you think Greg Cooper arranged to be admitted to General Hospital?
Well, you said yourself that you thought he faked that first seizure. I mean, you can't put anything past this guy. The guy is a master planner.
Look, I made a wrong call with Cooper. It's going to play out the way it plays. And I can't take care of myself.
Why are you so hard on yourself?
Ever hear the phrase, you have to try twice as hard to be half as good?
No.
Well, I have. Go back to work, Doctor.
So am I too late or what?
Well, it depends on what you want.
Well, nothing much. Last call's already gone out. Tried the place down the street. There is no place down the street. Well, I guess you're out of luck then.
Frank, I don't mind. Why don't you have a seat? I'll see what we got left in the kitchen.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
I was beginning to think I'd have to back you on a bar fight.
Yeah, thanks, but I wouldn't need your help.
Nobody said you did, big guy. But assuming you did, what exactly would I be fighting for?
Nothing. Go play marriage counselor for Karen.
It's not what I'm doing, Frank. She has major problems with Jagger. More problems than she's willing to deal with.
You tell her that?
I want to.
What's stopping you?
Look, sometimes there's a difference between the objective truth and someone's opinion.
Joe, don't go getting intellectual on me. A person either tells the truth or they lie.
Frank, look, what is going on, huh? Is it me? Is it you? Julie? I mean, what's the deal with you two, huh?
It's nothing. Everything's peachy. Taking notes? No, it doesn't sound like it's any of my business. You got that right.
Hey, guys. Hey, man. How's it going?
What's up, man?
Hi, Chris. Hey, Mike, you still open?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think your buddies like this place more than home. By the way, your dad called. You can catch him at the office in the morning.
Oh, will do. Hey, can you hook me up with some soy milk?
Yeah, you got it. Good. Oh, listen, the stove's been cleaned for the night, but I can get you ham and cheese on rye.
That sounds great.
Sure.
And a beer?
Got it.
Great.
Hey, did you hear from Sonny yet?
No, he's got his hands full, but he'll call me when he's ready.
So, are you going to give me the details, or are you going to keep giving Ramsey the evil eye?
I thought we were talking about Karen.
There's nothing to say. She's a married woman, unlike Julie.
Yeah. As far as I know.
At what point do you say, I think I made a mistake?
I think it's good you haven't given up. It's the man, Karen. It's always the man. Not always.
Jagger promised to come here. We were going to work things out.
What did he say when he called you?
He didn't. He talked to my mom.
You haven't spoken to him about this?
What am I going to say? Oh, I'm sorry for dumping all of this on you guys.
Give me a break. We spend more time with each other than with anyone else.
Yeah.
Makes it kind of hard to keep secrets. Yeah, it seems like we know you better than he does.
Yeah, he used to know me better than anybody, that we were best friends.
At least you're in your hometown. I mean, you must have friends you can talk to, people who know you both.
Not really. My mom's full of all these theories about Jagger I just don't want to hear, and I'm just now getting to know Scott. But all my friends are pretty much gone.
They knew the old you anyway.
What do you mean?
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's better when nobody knows really who you are, you know, if you're trying to start over. Are you speaking from experience? Don't tell me you haven't thought about it.
Well, you make it sound like we all came here running away from something.
Yeah, but Cooper had a second seizure. What is that, a coincidence?
Well, until that second seizure, I think the guy had the whole thing planned.
Excuse me. Here you go.
Hey, thanks, Mike. No. Listen to me. The cops saw Cooper had the seizure, okay? When Burgess heard that, she should have given the proper medication right then and there, but you don't tell the mighty Ellen what to do.
She was afraid that he'd use it to prove that he had a seizure disorder, and maybe even beat the charges against him, Chris.
Look, I'll admit he's smart, but you can't fake a full seizure and full arrest.
Well, either he's the smartest con man I ever heard of, or he is the sickest con man I ever heard of. But I have to admit it does sound like a con.
Really, why?
Well, the way he set it up. I mean, no medical personnel witnessed the first seizure, right?
Yeah, right. Okay, so let's say this is the best con man in the world. What does he want?
For everything to look accidental. I mean, he's got to know everything. Whether cops are going to be in the front, whether there's going to be one in the front or in the back, the route the squad car has to take.
And Cooper can do that, even from jail. The guy is a genius at getting that kind of information.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Greg Cooper, the seizure-prone criminal mastermind of our generation.
Well, I don't know about all that.
I just think you two are overestimating this guy.
Maybe he's the one who sent me that thing.
Who?
Cooper. Come on, Frank, this is driving me crazy. You've been walking around all day acting like you wanted to hit someone. It's Julie, isn't it? Hey, it's getting late. Oh, come on. I know you two have been having problems. What's the deal?
Dinner was great.
Better than macaroni and cheese.
You know what the best thing was? No surprise visit from your favorite uncle.
I don't even want to think about him. No hospitals, relatives, just us.
Well, no relatives. Does that mean you changed your mind about me and my parents?
No, I just never met anyone's parents before.
No. Do you speak Polish?
No.
Well, then don't worry about it. They won't understand you anyway.
Cut it out. They do speak English, don't they?
Sure, just not around the house much.
Really?
Yeah, well, they came to the States before I was born. But they still don't consider themselves Americans.
Oh, was that hard on you?
No, it was okay. Most of the time.
Well, whatever they did, they raised a beautiful son.
No, would you just keep telling them that?
In Polish?
Yeah, I'll teach you how to say it on the plane. Now, you're sure you want to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Ta-da!
What is this?
2 tickets to Poland.
What?
To my neighborhood in Jersey, which is the next best thing. I told my mom about you, and she's nervous about meeting you, too. But she's very happy.
Me too. I am very happy.
My husband would rather be at a hearing than spending the weekend with me. It's a little humiliating.
Hey, it's better to be living by yourself than living off someone else. I keep seeing myself as one of those women who has the career and nothing else.
All right, tell that to Frank Scanlon.
He'd agree. I knew it. I knew something happened.
Down, girl. What happened?
I just have a gift for messing up a good thing. Well, come on. You said we could share. Frank found out something about me, something I should have told him myself, and I didn't. He's really hurt and angry.
How bad can it be? It's you, Julie.
And I wonder how he found out.
Sorry to interrupt. Karen, may I speak with you?
Listen, I'm sorry about my schedule changes. Joe was going to cover for me, but then my husband decided to cancel his visit, and I decided I wanted to work instead.
Look, as long as you do your work, I don't care. Just keep your home life at home.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken that tone with you. Not when I'm here to ask you a personal favor.
Okay.
Listen, I'm sure that you've heard about my legal problems. Greg Cooper's family has filed a malpractice suit against me and the hospital.
Yeah, I have heard about them.
Well, I've been ignoring the situation, hoping that it would take care of itself. That was foolish. I have to take some action. I need your help.
Okay, suppose you're right.
About which part?
All of it. But if Cooper's a master con artist, why do you almost end up dead?
Well, it's not a bad way to avoid jail.
That's really sick.
You've never been in jail.
All right, well, Cooper was on his way to a psychiatric evaluation when he had the first seizure.
Okay, I'll buy that. He fakes a seizure so he doesn't have to see the shrinks who'll screw up his insanity plea. But that doesn't explain the second seizure or the arrest.
And Burgess said that his CT scan was completely normal after the accident. So how does something fake become real?
Come on, Frank. How many times have you given me hell for not telling you my problems, huh? Well, that was different. That was you. Just tell me about it.
I can't.
Well, if you change your mind, I'm here.
I mean, damn. Yeah, it's my call time for tomorrow.
I left my pager at the hospital. I gotta go pick it up.
And maybe possibly run into Karen?
Staying out of it.
Good idea.
Well, listen, I'll see you at home, and I hope things work out.
See you, Mike.
All right.
Good night.
Hey, Frank, man, you want to join us?
No, thanks.
Thanks. You know what? I'm sorry about you and Frank. Do you want to talk about it? I'm not saying that because I'm, like, after him or anything.
I know that, Eve.
All right, you don't have to talk about it.
I messed things up. I'll bet you've never done that.
Oh, yeah, I handle men great.
Don't you?
Usually. But there was this one man. He was older. And I thought he was a genius. And he thought I was faithful and available.
Married, huh?
Oh, yeah. Talking to Karen right now was just like talking to this man's wife. Although I never did. I never did. My God. But I could just imagine that she probably felt the same way that Karen does. The guy was never around.
Because he was with you.
Had an apartment set up for me. He supported me my last 2 years in med school.
In exchange for?
My faithfulness and availability. On his time, of course. I was on his business route. And when I told him that I accepted the internship here at General Hospital, he hit the roof. It was his money I was spending, and he wanted me convenient.
I guess he thought he owned you.
He did own me. Sort of. That's what I finally realized. I thought I was so smart. Showing up for class in designer clothes, and everyone else was so broke, you know? Flying off to some exotic island for the weekend, or Martha's Vineyard, St. Croix, you know? But then I realized that when he said that about the internship, he didn't think I was smart. There was another one-syllable word for what he thought I was.
What did you do?
Well, first of all, I totaled up everything that I thought he had spent on me, okay? And then I borrowed money on my credit cards, I went to the bank and got a loan, and I sold every nice thing he had ever bought me. And I handed him a cashier's check and the keys to the apartment. That was the last time I ever saw him.
Which is why you never have any money. Why pay him back at all?
Aren't good girls supposed to know the answers to questions like that?
Hey, I have a couple days off coming up. I thought it was going to be the perfect time. I didn't think I was rushing things, but if I am...
No, not at all.
So then you'll go.
Just, tell me what to wear.
Anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
Let's celebrate.
You know what? I think there's some wine still left in the kitchen.
If I knew the rest of our lives were going to be like this, I'd want to live forever.
Wouldn't that be the best?
I saw what Scott Baldwin, your father, did for Joe Scanlon at his review board hearing. And I think I need that same kind of help.
I'm not sure he's actually practicing anymore. He helped out Joe as a favor to me.
Karen, being a doctor is my life. And as a favor to me, will you talk to him?
Absolutely. But maybe now is the time to trade favors.
Well, at this point, I don't think I could refuse you.
No strings attached. I'm going to ask my father about your case no matter what.
What's the favor?
2 days off.
Personal?
about the stuff we talked about before.
Consider it done.
Thank you.
So, I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how you just did that, but way to go.
What?
You got 2 days off from Burgess? I don't think that lady had 2 days off in her entire life.
Joe, it's not what you think.
That doesn't matter what it is. You have 2 whole days
I'm
to do
going
whatever.
to see Jagger.
Oh.
I'm leaving for San Francisco.